Today very sad news. 7 Little Johnstons. Why fans are sick of Liz and give Brice praise, but why? There are more. 7 Little Johnstons. The real reason Liz and Brice can't get a house, but why? There are more. 7 Little Johnstons. Liz Johnston erases Brice after dramatic breakup, but how? There are more. 7 Little Johnstons. Liz teases more kids with Brice? I will explain everything, do not miss this video. Hello viewers, I'm Tina, welcome to our new video. Before going to the main topic, I have a request for those of you who don't subscribe, comment, like after watching my video. Please subscribe and stay with us, because it is very difficult for us to make a video. Let's go back to the news. 7 Little Johnstons. Why fans are sick of Liz and give Brice praise, but why? In season 15 of the TLC family series 7 Little Johnstons, viewers explore Liz Johnston and Brice Bolden's lives now that Leighton Bolden is involved. On the other hand, a lot of fans don't like Liz and have sympathy for Brice. What do viewers have to say, then? Viewers never really liked Liz Johnston, even before baby Leighton Bolden was part of the mix. According to many viewers, Liz is a younger version of her mother, and that is not a good thing. As viewers are aware, Amber likes to have as much control over things as she can, and Liz inherited that trait from her mother. Liz may be extremely petty, just like her mother, as fans have witnessed in this continuing family fight with Anna Johnston. According to Liz, Anna received an invitation to Leighton's first birthday celebration but chose not to go. However, Anna claims that she continued by saying that she never received an invitation and that she would have attended if she had. Brice Bolden is the one person that many fans of 7 Little Johnstons believe is being treated unfairly in this whole situation involving Liz and baby Leighton. Brice has to cope with the stress of being a first-time father in addition to being scrutinized by Amber and Liz alone. Another example is when the two went out for a date night. Brice wanted to loosen up and let off some steam. But Liz refused to drink, saying that this was something they could do occasionally rather than every Friday night. From the perspective of the fans, Brice is understandably overwhelmed and dealing with a lot, and it must be difficult to deal with both Amber and Amber Jr. watching you closely. Given the current trajectory of the new season of 7 Little Johnstons, the majority of viewers sympathize with Brice and everything that he has been going through. Being a new father would be a lot of burden on its own. He has contend with Liz, Amber, and assimilating into the family, though. They're very different, said one commenter. Clearly, he is overwhelmed. Because it's never going to work. Liz is always correct and is the daughter of her mother. Unless she is already talking down to him, she will soon start doing so. He'll become sick of her and go on. Be sure of it. One more user went on to say, obviously, we don't know them personally, but it just seems like their paths are so different. She talked about how she was the only one in the relationship trying and he wasn't trying. When she asked him to change, he refused. Whether she hadn't been pregnant, I genuinely question whether they would have made up. Adding a child just makes matters worse, it doesn't solve the issues they already faced. Nevertheless, she shot it down when he proposed that they have a date night every Friday, according to a third commenter. Liz says no, but I thought that was his attempt. She wants both sides. Even though she wants to be in charge, she still wants him to do those things. Never going to work. 7 Little Johnstons. The real reason Liz and Brice can't get a house, but why? Is there a darker reason why 7 Little Johnstons stars Liz Johnston and Brice Bolden are unable to obtain a home, given that they recently prepared everything for the birth of baby Leighton? According to recent TLC episodes of 7 Little Johnstons, Liz Johnston's move back under the Johnston roof was the main focus as she prepared to bring baby Leighton Bolden into the world. Of course, Amber Johnston turned the entire situation into a game, and the whole family practiced changing diapers. Although the scenes from 7 Little Johnstons benefit greatly from this, many viewers are concerned about Liz Johnston returning to the family home. That makes sense in that Liz is essentially Amber's younger self. But for many viewers, this is just another way to exert control while posing as assistants. Since Anna Johnston was able to purchase her own house and move out, many fans of 7 Little Johnstons are wondering why Liz and Brice aren't doing the same, particularly now that they have 3 children and are establishing a family life. There is a lot of discussion among 7 Little Johnstons fans about why this is the case, but one possibility is that Amber and Trent are holding on to power even more after their move-in attempt failed and they eventually split up before reconciling. A no moving in together until marriage clause might be in place as a result of the previous incident. Most 7 Little Johnston supporters believe that Brice Bolden is a yes man enough that this kind of behavior isn't as crazy as it seems. The reason why Liz Johnston and Brice Bolden don't seem to have a residence together, despite having a new family of 3, is a topic of extensive debate among 7 Little Johnstons fans. That it all boils down to control is the one thing that most fans appear to agree upon, given that Amber is making many of the decisions. Some fans of 7 Little Johnstons even make jokes about Brice Bolden dating both Liz and herself. Although that may seem a bit extreme, there is some truth to it given the family history. He most likely learned his lesson, as one fan commented, "It's better to live with mom and dad than Liz. His parents' house is better than Liz's, in my opinion." However, that just applies to me. When a home in an approved location, a co-parenting schedule with Amber, and a nursery that Amber has approved, budget, and parenting plan are in place, someone else commented, Liz and Brice will move back in together and carry on like the adults and parents they are. If Brice is truly lucky, Amber will have an in-law suite built onto their future home, concurred a third observer. 7 Little Johnstons Liz Johnston erases Brice after dramatic breakup, but how? After their emotional breakup, 7 Little Johnstons spoilers show Liz Johnston deleting Brice Bolden from her life. What more do teasers hint at in future scenes? 7 Little Johnstons season 14 has just begun, but already there is a lot of drama between Liz Johnston and Brice Bolden. Fans suspected that Liz and Brice had broken up for a while, but recent TLC scenes confirmed their suspicions. After years of dating, Liz and Brice officially broke up, and Liz is having a hard time adjusting to her new life without Brice Bolden by her side. According to teasers for the upcoming 7 Little Johnstons episode, Liz is still upset about her breakup and has her sister, Anna Johnston, there to comfort her. Living with Brice, according to Liz Johnston in earlier 7 Little Johnstons scenes, felt more like roommates. Liz stated that she didn't want to live like that, without any love or spark. Living together usually makes or breaks a relationship. And at this point in TLC scenes, these two are not at all in a good place. Because she frequently cites her parents as models for what a relationship should be and look like. Liz undoubtedly has high expectations for the kind of love she wants. Given that Trent and Amber Johnston have been together for decades, there is a lot of pressure on both you and your potential partner to live up to those expectations. According to the teasers for 7 Little Johnstons season 14, Liz Johnston removes Brice Bolden from her social media accounts. She has a lot of thought behind this choice. You usually remove an ex from social media in the current digital era when there is no chance of reviving the relationship. Amber Johnston states in 7 Little Johnstons spoilers that she and Trent have never had to deal with this, so she understands how difficult Liz's situation is. While it may be common practice to remove all traces of your ex, this does not mean that this is an easy decision. 7 Little Johnstons Liz teases more kids with Brice? The 7 Little Johnstons star Liz Johnston recently talked about her future with Brice Bolden, including the possibility of having additional kids. But what did Liz think about having a brother or sister someday, especially with Leighton Bolden in the mix? Scenes from 7 Little Johnstons season 14 eventually caught up to Liz's announcement that she and Brice Bolden were expecting a child. Fans who follow Liz Johnston on social media are aware that she gave birth to Leighton Bolden in November 2023. The key bombshell, however, was only revealed in the current 7 Little Johnstons Season 14 scenes. Those fans who merely watch the broadcast and don't follow the off-camera updates are particularly interested in this. Many baby updates have been released since Leighton's arrival in November, and fans adore seeing them. The 7 Little Johnstons have welcomed baby Leighton Bolden into their family since her debut in November 2023. When a new baby comes into the world, you take a ton of photos and post updates on social media about everything baby-related. Despite their early misgivings and Liz's 21-week pregnancy concealment from Trent and Amber Johnston, they have adapted to their new roles as grandparents with ease. Liz's siblings have all embraced their new roles as aunts and uncles in keeping with that. In recent scenes from 7 Little Johnstons, Liz has disclosed that she is expecting a child with Brice. But even though Leighton is just 6 months old, people are already curious about her future intentions for having children, including whether she and Brice will eventually have more. Liz Johnston recently revealed everything. When Leighton Bolden is 2 years old, Liz and Brice hope to build or buy a home, according to Liz. Liz also revealed what she would do when baby number 2 arrived, which is another hint. Liz continued by saying that she would inform her parents right off the bat the next time. Therefore, Liz's tone conveys the idea that the second child is already on the horizon. For the time being, it appears that they will require at least 3 bedrooms when they eventually move into the house of their dreams. No more today. What are you thinking about this gossip today? Let us know in the comments, and stay tuned by subscribing to our channel to get more updates like this. Thank you.